Hey guys, so today I am going to, share with you guys how I fixed my dishwasher control board. The start button, the button that you press to start the dishwasher, stopped working. And, I did call a plumber to see how much this would cost, and they told me about $300. So, at that point, you might as well just buy a whole new dishwasher, right? So I just investigated. I took the cover off, and you will need a special drill tip or head, a star head tip like this. Okay, let me zoom in there. Okay, some of the screws are shaped like this, so you will need a tip like this and a normal like Phillips head tip, star tip. Okay. All right, so I took the cover off, and then I realized that in the area where the start button was, there was mold. So I'm assuming or guessing water got into the start button and damaged it. I did buy another part, which was incorrect, so I had to return that. So I bought an entire new board for $100, and then the rest I pretty much, did myself. So to do this, you have to take the power off, cut the water off, and remove these parts right here, gently pull it off of the circuit board, I guess. Hey, I'm not a professional plumber, okay. I'm just a homeowner doing things in my home. Sometimes you need to say that in these videos because some people, for whatever reason, feel as though you're not allowed to do things in your house. I mean, if I wanted to smash up my dishwasher with a hammer, I could do that because it's mine. I paid for it. So if I want to fix it, I'll fix it. You know what I mean? All right, so I just took off the cover, and you will need the star tip head and the Phillips head. And then, took this plastic cover off. And yeah, just took off the attachments. There is a little clip thing here holding the display in place. So you have to kind of pull back a little clip and slide it out of place very gently so you don't damage it or break it. Alright, so that's how it looks. I actually found the new control panel or control board by Googling my dishwasher model number and, the brand and stuff like that, and found it. They are for sale, for different prices. I found some for like $250, some for like $175, and then I found this one for $100, and I was praying that it wasn't a dud, but I have already bought parts from this particular site before, so I had some faith, okay? All right, so once I have the board, the circuit board, I will call it, off of the old control board, all right, old control key panel, whatever you want to call it. All right, once I have that separated, I'm going to take off this cushion thing that is on the back of it. This is just to keep it nice and cushioned, okay? And I guess elevated so that, it doesn't screw in tight into the thing and it breaks. So kind of gives it a little cushioning. So I'm going to put this back in place and screw it back down. And like I said, I'm just sharing with you guys. You don't have to take this as a tutorial. Okay, I don't have it like, super edited like a tutorial or anything like that, but, it was fairly easy to do this. It wasn't hard at all. And while I was fixing this, I was trying to figure out why, besides the price of my part that I needed and, time, labor, all of that stuff, $300, it didn't take me an hour to do this. So, maybe if he had told me maybe 250 or 200, then okay. But, it just seemed a little bit high. Just my opinion, Hey, everybody's still eating. I'm not taking money out of any plumber's pocket, okay? I'm just keeping money in my pocket. All right, so once I have the new board screwed down, I'm going to reattach the attachments and then plug these wires back in very gently, and make sure you have the electricity off. And the reason I say that is because you're dealing with water and electricity and you don't want to electrocute yourself. But I forgot to take off the electricity. the reason why I forgot is the first time I opened this dishwasher, which was while I was pregnant, I took the electricity off, right? And since then, my husband was doing something in the basement, and I didn't realize that he put the switch back on for the dishwasher. So when I plugged this in, I was really surprised to see this thing come on. Like, you could see the lights come on. I didn't even, like, I took a little pause and saw it, you see. So I didn't even realize that this was on. So I was like, okay, all right. The water wasn't on, thank God. But yeah, make sure the electricity is off if you do try to do this yourself. There are videos on YouTube. Well, not a lot. There really isn't a lot of videos showing this. I found one video that kind of showed how to do this. All right. But yeah, make sure the electricity is off, make sure the water is off, and then you can, plug everything back up. The reason why it was on is because my husband, oh, he was changing the elements to our boilers. So he had taken off all of the lights on the downstairs floor just to be, safe, ensure that all the lights were off, all the electricity downstairs was off because, boiler, water, scary stuff. So yeah. All right, so once I have that cover back on, I'm just going to screw this down. And honestly, the hardest part of this whole thing was not to put the board on, none of that. It was to put the cover on, the dishwasher cup, the door cover. That was the hardest part. The stainless steel part that looks pretty, that was the hardest part of this whole thing. Because you have to get it aligned properly. And I asked my son to help hold it in place because it kept slipping because he has these two little metal, kind of like slides, I guess, on the inside that are supposed to go into like a like a strip, I guess, and slide into place. And they would just keep coming out. Once I would get one side, one side would come out. So I had my son help me, and it wasn't working. So I had my husband help me and push it up. So I told him, hold one side, and I'll hold one side, and, got it in. So you will need a Phillips head screwdriver, and you will need that star tip bit to remove these screws, okay? I believe there's 4 of them, so you will need that if you do try to do this yourself. And make sure you have the electricity off and turn your water off. The water was off, that I know for sure, because when I put it in, it came on. I was like, yay, it's on, it's working, yeah, I'm excited. So I'm like, okay, let's try to work it, right? I put it on, I pressed start, I closed it, and nothing was happening. I'm like, hey, what's going on? Okay. I was like, okay, maybe the water's off. So I went under there, turned the water on, and we were back in business. I'm so happy this is working again. It's been so long, you guys. It has to be at least 7 to 8 months since my dishwasher has been out of commission, and I'm just glad it's back. So thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to this channel, check out my other videos. There's lots of other videos here. Check out my other channels. I have a cooking channel, I have a beauty channel. Don't always look like I got hit by a bus. And yeah, I love you guys, and I'll see you soon in another video. Bye guys.